going on, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Double feature, baby. Today I had a great discussion topic in mind, but I had one earlier too that I already had pre-planned. But I'm going to give it to you anyways. We're going to lay it out straight, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about this for a minute. So look, I found $10,000 in a pile of drugs in a customer's car. What am I supposed to do with that? Man, don't you know snitches get stitches? I'm kidding. But no, at the same time, serious too. We're going to talk about this, all right? Look, today we had an interesting predicament. I had a customer car come in. I'm working on a different one, okay? I'm working on safety. And I got one of my lube techs. He comes to me and goes, well, I was going to check the cabin air filter. And now I was curious at why the customer's glove box was locked. Now I know why the customer's glove box is locked. What am I supposed to do here? I said, let's go check it out, man. So I come over, I said, what's the deal? So he's getting ready to unlock it. I almost started filming it just for security purposes, but I was like, you know what? Nah, they can take my word. Everything's gonna be good. I'm here, I'm eyewitness. Let's do this. So I'm watching him. He opens it up, boom, all right? Big old freaking envelope, pile of money, right? There was 10 grand in this damn envelope and the customer's debit card. Kind of a weird place to leave just a stack full of money and your debit card. Like for me, if I was the customer, I'd be freaking out. Oh shit, I left my money and I left my card in the truck. Like I would have been down there collecting it. But this truck been here for like 3 or 4 days. It was outside for like 2 or 3 days before it got pulled into the shop. And if it wasn't for the 23 point, we probably would have never even known the customer had that kind of money and his card inside their glove box. I said, all right, look, man, it's cool. Give me the money, give me the card. So I'm holding on to it. Go ahead and check your cabin air filter. Look, I'm a witness to you, you're a witness to me. Go ahead and check it out. So he goes and checks it out. Cabin air filter is just riddled with, foreign debris and nasty contaminants, right? Okay, go ahead and put it all back together. We're gonna stuff this back in there. We're gonna lock it up. We're gonna go talk to the foreman and the service rider and some managers on scene. We're gonna talk to him too. Manager had left for the day. No big deal. We had the foreman, we had the rider. All right, look, here's the deal. Okay, I'm an eyewitness. He's an eyewitness. He's checking the cabin air filter for his 23 point, doing what he's supposed to do. He stumbled across this, and I bear witness. Money and the card came into my hand. I held on to it. He checked the filter. Filter was due. We put it back. We locked it up. You might want to call the customer and say, hey, you might want to come down and collect your shit. But if it's too late in the day, which it was like 6:05 p.m. Or we lock it up, leave it inside, get a hold of them in the morning or whatever you got to do. But either way, this is now an issue for us that we have to deal with, because customers could always turn around and go, yeah, man, I had 10 grand in that wallet, and when I came back and I got my truck, there was only 8 in it. Okay, well, I didn't physically count all the cash, but this is something where you can get in trouble real quick, okay? He might have wrote 10K on the envelope, and by just a pure little glance, yeah, man, it looked like it was filled with hundreds. That don't mean that it was 10 grand exactly in that damn envelope. And I'm not going to sit there and count dude's money. That's not my job. But I think between me and the other guy, we both knew that, hey, look, it comes down to a freaking lie detector test. I think we both good, okay? Look, I handled it. I held on to it. You went ahead and did what you had to do. We put it back as it was, locked it up. No harm, no foul. But you got to be careful, man. These people are shady like this. People are looking for reasons to sue you and the shop because they want to get paid. Who is stupid enough to leave damn $10,000 and their debit card in their fucking glove box when they're coming in for service work? Come on, man. Let's be smarter than that. But I forget we're in a new era. We're in a new era full of morons, retards, and idiots. Some of these people will just do stupid shit because they're looking for a reason to sue your ass. So you better cover it. And you better cover it well. Okay? Let's go on to the drug scene for a minute. Money's not the only thing that you're going to stumble across in this industry as a mechanic. I had a guy, he was going through to make sure he was doing the used car inspection and everything else, and he ended up stumbling across a bag with some needles. Now, it could have been diabetic. That was initial thought, but of course, if he would have pricked himself and this person had AIDS, he'd have had AIDS for life. That happens. That kind of stuff does happen. And without knowing it, when he pulled it out, he could have very well stabbed himself because the little protective sleeve wasn't on there. But so happens that in this bag, customer also had a little piece of foil with a little rock in it, trying to pull a Hunter Biden. Look, I'm saying there was drugs for sure in that damn piece of foil. I'm almost 99.99% sure that the customer had drugs in there and they had traded in and they completely forgot about it. I don't know how you do that. I have no idea. Customers, if you're watching this video and you've got money, drugs, or paraphernalia, or sex toys, will you just take them out of the damn car before you bring it to the dealership or the shop? Okay, because here's another situation. Well, it's the independent shop. And we brought this up in a video too. The customer came in for a routine service plus alignment, and they had their damn bong chilling in their cup holder with weed in it. If we're having to test drive your car to verify that it is properly aligned, okay, that is still federally illegal. Even if the state approved it, you're still driving and you could be held accountable for driving with narcotics in the car. As a technician, we were talking about jail time the other day and how you can get 10 to life if you failed to inspect the car fully and it led to somebody's death. But it goes one step further. It goes an even another step further. Now you got drugs, you got paraphernalia, you got money, okay, all these different things that can lead back to you, the company, everything else. You guys have got to try to protect yourself at all costs. I wear the latex gloves when I can, when I'm dealing with like lube oil filter or transmission services and things like that because of the fluids. But it's at least a form of protection or barrier between you, your skin, and whatever it is that you're touching, okay? Here's another thing too. We got COVID. It's not over with yet. Cabin air filters are huge. How many of y'all are actually checking? I try my best to check almost each and every single one. There are a couple that are non-existent. You do have to go through service information to figure out where the location is. Sometimes they're not located because they ain't got no information on it. Other times, they just don't exist on that car, period. There are other times it takes you a hell of a lot more effort to try to take the car apart in order to get to the cabin air filter. And I think in that regards, when you're crunched for time, you got a couple options. But the one and only real option is to go and talk to your service writer and say, hey, look, man, I got to take a lot of stuff apart to get to the cabin air filter to see if it's due for service. And granted, it is covered under the 23 point, which for a lube oil filter plus 23, you want done in 15 minutes. I'm going to tell you, it's going to take me about 15 minutes to tear this thing apart to see if that thing is dirty, due, and contaminated. Do you want me to proceed, or do you want to tell the customer that it's going to be a few extra minutes? Like, these are things that you need to communicate with your writer about, so that way they can allot for a little bit more time. So the customer's not in there staring through the fishbowl, getting frustrated that you're still working on his car, and he was promised answers to what his car needed within 15 minutes, and his service to be done within 30 minutes to an hour. Plus, you still got to road test it. But look, going back to drugs, money, paraphernalia, there are a lot of things that you're going to run into as a mechanic in this industry that you just can't avoid, but you can protect yourself. And that's what I mean. Like, I think this person that came to me that asked me to come over and check it out, I was able to supervise him. He was supervising me. Okay, we can take that to the court system. It's not a big deal. At least we were covered. We covered our own ass in this situation. So cover your own ass, okay? And be careful out there, man. These people don't care. These people are too stupid to realize they shouldn't have this kind of crap in their car when they bring it into a shop. It's like they just forget about it. Like they just lose their minds. But people have been losing their minds across the world for years. It's just getting progressively worse. And you can expect some more stupid crap. So protect yourselves. Protect your other fellow colleagues and coworkers and friends. Stay safe out there, man. People are stupider than you think. Don't give them too much credit. That's all I got. Cheers and deuces.